who do not want to secure the job for rest of their life, who do not want to have risk-free business, and who in this world don't want to have a stable life. All of us, we want a life with no struggle at all. We see our past life and we try to secure our future life. Have we ever found somebody with the life of no struggle at all? That's the main question. We want to have a struggle-free life. We want to see ourselves in the position where everything around us is favorable, but if we search, we will not be able to find it in our entire life, no matter how wealthy and how blessed and how high economical status, how high the social status a person have. There will be always some challenges in everybody's life. So we do not realize, but most of the time all the challenges we are facing are just form of change. It's some sort of change. Things keep changing. We will find something new to deal with throughout our life, and if we want to get going, then we need to learn how to adapt these changes and challenges. We should see our body keeps changing, our mental status keeps changing, our emotions keeps changing. If we are static in emotions, just contemplate somebody is just in fed up mode, or somebody is completely in distress mode, and it never keeps changing. How it would be? See, our body keeps changing from our birth to this age and to old age. So everything on this world, in this world, keeps changing, and most of our challenges in life are we are not coping with that change. We are not adapting with these changes, and that unadaptive nature is a challenge in life. We cannot always change the circumstances. Say we walking on the field, we walking on the road, and thrown trees our feet, or we hit a stone with our toe. Now we cannot change that circumstances. We cannot just put carpet around the world so there will be no more thorns to poke our feet. Instead, we can change ourselves and put slipper in our feet. So basically, we cannot always change the circumstances, but we can learn how to live with high spirit in any situation we have to deal with. Our mind is so powerful that it will always find the way. We should be open to the change, the way of thinking. The ultimate goal to have a happy life is to keep moving forward with better choice we can find. So how to be flexible to cope with the transformation or with the changes we are facing. So first thing we have to learn, change is constant. The only constant thing in life we can see is change. Relatively, from yesterday to today, there are changes in our body, in our mental, in our emotional, in our financial, in our social life. Altogether, there is changes globally. In each and everything, we can see change. This material world is called world of relativity, first thing, and next thing it's anitya we call. So anitya means which keeps changing. So there is not fixed. Everything keeps changing. So change is constant. Change is nature of this world, and the people, those who live in this world. The only thing constant in the life is change. So the constant thing we can find in our life or even in this material world is change. So no matter how big corporation we are working for, or how we'll face new responsibilities, new challenges with the time. We have happy family, but we'll see changes in traditions while our kids are growing in family. There are age gaps, and there are some changes in those traditions. And our okay, we have corporates or business, we have companies, and they have always competition between them. Will find competitions with the times. So everything, but not all the changes. Like we can see so many changes. We're in school level, and then we grow up, we go for higher studies. Things keeps changing. So but all these changes are not obstacles, neither they are challenges. Most of these obstacles or challenges we face are simply we are being pushed out from our comfort zone. So when we are being pushed out from our comfort zone, then we feel challenges or we feel obstacles. It is essential for us to get out of our comfort zone, to keep moving in progressive way, in constructive way. Our life is just like journey. So we have journey. We always have scope to become better than what we already are. In journey, when we keep moving, and we always are some steps ahead than where we were sometime earlier. So it's like journey. So we have always scope to become better than what we already were. So this life changes brings opportunities to get best from us. So we have to embrace those changes, not run away from that changes. For that, have we ever observed how water flows, how flexibility it have? No matter what comes in the path of that water, it makes its way without hurting. We should be flexible like water. We cannot always choose our life events, but we can be flexible to change our approach as per our conditions. We have to understand that it's not the strongest species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to the change. Who is most responsive to the changes, those species survive. We can see rigid tree and the bamboo. Most of the wind, most of the storms, bamboo, they pass it through. Not those rigid trees which never bends, so which are never flexible. So when the water in the river flows, it encounters barriers like hills, stones, pebbles, and so many things. First, it tries to take them away with its path, with its power of range. But however, if water does not able to throw away it, if it will not be able to take it with itself, then it doesn't stop there. It adjusts, water adjusts itself in another direction. So that is the flexibility of water. Flow like water, dealing with the difficulties. Do not be rigid to change our approach. It is good to be definite about life goals, but be flexible with the approach. First thing, be flexibility with the approach. Be flexible like water. If one path is not getting us there, then try another. Keep going and keep flowing. So just take an example that when a storm strikes the jungle, not all the trees survive equally. The trees which knows to bend, like we gave example of bamboo, they are alive while storm breaks down the rigid ones. So just be flexible, not in the principle, not in the goal, not in the aim, but in the approach. Be flexible. Flexibility takes us to the aim. Flexibility help us to attain the goal. So be flexible in the approach, like how water tries to wash away everything with itself, but if it cannot, then it makes the way, it finds the way, it changes the direction, but find the way. So be flexible in our approach while attending the goal. Hare Krishna.